All right, so I want to look at how to solve a system of equations using your graphing calculator. You might see a question very similar to this, very straightforward systems equation on the test. We're going to actually use matrices to solve them. So what is a matrix? It looks something like this, and all it is just data. It looks very much like the data we just had. It removes some of the variables, the equal sign. There could be a context here. Maybe it represents, for lunch I had 1 apple, 2 bananas. For dinner, 3 apples, 3 bananas. The data we were given was just abstract x and y. So the matrix will probably not have these labels, but all it is data. It could mean something, maybe it doesn't. We're actually looking at something called an augmented matrix, and it gives you that little line that really just means equals. So maybe for lunch I had 1 apple, 2 bananas, and that was equal to 7 grams of fiber. And then for dinner, I had 3 apples, 3 bananas, and that was equal to 12 grams of fiber. Now, our calculator isn't going to have that bar in it. So we're just going to enter this 2 by 3 matrix like this and have our calculator actually solve for what x is and what y is, in this case, apples and bananas. So the first thing, you're going to notice that word matrix is in yellow. So you press second matrix. And that's going to give us 3 options: names, math, edit. So the first thing we're going to do is we actually want to edit, and we can just select matrix A. And again, we want to make it a 2 by 3, which means 2 rows and 3 columns. That's what we were looking at. And we just want to put our data in to represent those 2 equations we had. So the first equation was 1x plus 2y equals 7. So again, we don't see the x's and the y's, but that first column is our x column, second column our y column, and the third column is what it equals. And the second equation, 3x plus 3y equals 12. So we have our data in. So now we're going to quit. So that's just that the second, the yellow button and the button right next to it. And now we want to do some math with our matrix. So we press matrix again, but now we go over to our math. And we want our calculator to solve it, to tell us what x equals and what y equals. So we do that by scrolling down to RREF, which stands for reduced row echelon form. You don't need to know that. And we want to reduce matrix A. So we just now select the matrix name A. And you'll see here, this is telling us now 1x plus 0y, or 1x equals 1, and 1y equals 3. So it solved the equation for us. So we can go back to our test, and x is 1, y is 3. All right, let's try a different example. So again, here's just another pretty straightforward systems equation. We're once again going to go into our calculator, and we're going to edit that matrix A. We want to keep it 2 by 3, but now the numbers are different. So here we go. We have 4x. And it was minus 2y, so we're going to put negative 2 for the y's. And it equaled, I forget what it equaled. It equaled 6. And then the second equation said 6x plus 1y equals 1, I believe. All right, so now we have our new data in. And again, we want to do some math with this matrix. So we go to matrix again. We quit, I'm sorry. I just cleared the old answer. But we're going to go to matrix. We want to do some math to matrix A. So we go to math. We're going all the way down to letter B, RF. And we want to reduce matrix A. So, oh, that was a mistake. So for second matrix, and we press enter for matrix A. And we press enter again. And now it's telling us 1x, or x equals 0.5, and y equals negative 2. So we can fill that in. Now it can even work for non-2 by 2. So here's a very complex 3 by 3 system of equations. So now we're going to go over to edit. And if you look, we actually wound up having 3 rows and 4 columns. Because we had the x column, y column, z column, and we had the answer at the end. So 4 columns. And all we're going to do now is just put in the exact data from the question. So this isn't anything crazy going on here. We've done this twice before now. And the process is going to be the exact same. We're going to go to math because we want to do math. We want to reduce row echelon form. And we want to do it again to matrix A. It can be labeled anything we want, but we chose A. So enter on A, and then enter again. And there's our answer. X equals 1, Y equals 1, Z equals 2.